Welcome to today's Explainer. We are diving right into a major update from U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services about how green cards are processed. I've been seeing headlines about this everywhere. What does this policy shift actually mean for people currently inside the United States on temporary visas? It's a huge shift, but it's really just a return to the original design of our immigration system. Today, we're going to break down exactly what the Department of Homeland Security is doing, why they're doing it, and what the correct legal steps are for anyone affected by this. So here is our roadmap. We'll cover the new green card rules, what temporary truly means, understanding administrative grace, the dual intent exception, how this restores systemic order, and finally, following the lawful path.
All right, let's jump straight into part one, the new green card rules.
So what exactly is changing here? What happens to someone already in the US on a temporary visa, like a student or a tourist, if they suddenly decide they want to stay permanently? Simply put, the Department of Homeland Security is ending the standard practice of granting green cards to temporary visitors who are already inside the country. Under the new policy, these individuals generally have to return to their home countries to apply for permanent residency. Wait, so they have to physically leave? Exactly. They need to follow the standard legally intended process. That means flying back home and applying through a U.S. embassy or consulate, rather than trying to find a shortcut while staying inside the U.S.
Returning home to apply is a massive change for folks who assumed they could just stay. And the scale of this is wild. Looking at the data, there are about 1.2 million applicants currently sitting in this backlog. It really is a massive number. The new policy is designed specifically to address that exact buildup. By ensuring everyone goes through the proper organized channels outside the country, it prevents a massive unmanageable line from forming inside the host country.
Which brings us to part two. Temporary means temporary. So a temporary visa is defined as a conditional authorization granted to a non-citizen to enter a country for a specific time and purpose, like tourism or study. But how should we picture this in everyday life? Think of it like checking out a really great book from the public library. You get to take it home, read it, and enjoy it, but the library has a strict rule. In 2 weeks, you must return it. You can't just decide to keep the book forever just because you happen to like it. That makes total sense, right? A temporary visa works the exact same way. It's a temporary privilege. When your specific time is up, the rules say you have to pack your bags and go home. And the agency's official quote here really hammers that home. Our system is designed for them to leave when their visit is over. This policy restores historical continuity. It reinforces the proven rule of law that a temporary visit was never meant to be a permanent loophole. When you agree to come as a tourist, you're making a promise to leave when the tourism is done.
Moving on to part three, understanding administrative grace. I've got to ask, what in the world is administrative grace? It sounds like some seriously complicated legal jargon. It is a legal term, but we can make it super simple. Imagine a busy elementary school classroom. The normal rule is that everyone eats lunch in the cafeteria. Administrative grace is like a teacher giving one specific student a special, rare permission slip to eat lunch at their desk because they broke their leg.
Ah, so it's an exception, not the rule.
It's an extraordinary favor. It's not an automatic right that the whole class can just demand. The government is essentially saying that handing out a green card while someone is inside the US is that rare permission slip.
That's a great visual. So if staying inside the US is the rare permission slip, which is called adjustment of status, what's the normal rule? The normal rule is called consular processing. Let's go back to our school metaphor. Consular processing is like waiting in the normal, orderly line outside the classroom door with everyone else. Adjustment of status is asking for that special favor. By enforcing this policy, the government is just saying everyone needs to use the normal line outside. That's the fair, established way to do things. And this official policy memorandum from the Department of Homeland Security shows just how formal and serious this return to standard procedure really is. The memo makes it incredibly clear that adjusting your status without leaving the US has legally always been an extraordinary relief. By strictly enforcing this, the government is closing down workarounds. They're prioritizing foundational principles and proven frameworks over exceptions.
Let's look at part four, the dual intent exception. So dual intent is a legal concept allowing a foreign national to temporarily reside in the US for work while simultaneously intending to apply for permanent residency. Who does this actually apply to? It's a very narrow category. It mostly applies to highly skilled workers on specific business visas, like the H-1B or L-1. The law officially gives them this dual intent. However, expert legal analysis makes something very clear. Even these specific workers aren't automatically guaranteed a green card. They still have to sit down and prove to an immigration officer that they truly deserve that rare permission slip.
So what exactly are the officers looking at when they decide who gets the permission slip? They're evaluating strict objective factors. Have there been any immigration law violations? Any fraud or misrepresentation? Did they fail to depart when they promised to? What about their family ties and moral character?
So it's really about following the rules.
Going back to our school metaphor, if a student breaks the playground rules, lies to the teacher, or refuses to line up when the bell rings, they are definitely not getting a special favor. The government is carefully evaluating everyone's moral character and behavior to ensure only the most exceptional rule-abiding cases are considered.
That brings us to part 5, restoring systemic order. The crucial point here is the timing and the bigger picture. Why is this policy shift happening right now? It's entirely about restoring the original design of the system to ensure absolute fairness. Think about the millions of people around the world patiently waiting in the proper line at embassies. Allowing people to bypass that line by using a temporary visit as a loophole creates disorder. By returning to the foundational rules, the government makes sure everyone is treated equally and fairly. And there are some very clear benefits to how the government can now use its resources. Yes, the reallocation is incredibly beneficial. When you require people to apply from their home countries, it greatly reduces illegal overstays. It also frees up the government's time. Instead of doing paperwork for people who jump the line, officers can focus on processing naturalization applications for new citizens, and they can prioritize visas for actual victims of crime and trafficking. It's a highly practical way to restore the system's original legal intent.
Which leads to our final section, following the lawful path. Looking at this, there are 3 very clear, easy-to-follow steps. Step 1, conclude your temporary visit. Step 2, return to your home country. And Step 3, apply for an immigrant visa at the U.S. Embassy. It is as straightforward as 1, 2, 3. We highly encourage anyone on a temporary visa to honor the law by completing their visit and returning home. Respecting the host country's laws by packing your bags, leaving when your time is up, and using the proper consular process is the honorable and legally required action. We really don't want anyone looking for loopholes. The only proper path is to comply with the law and apply from outside the country. That's a powerful summary, and it leaves us with a provocative final question. How does following the established rules build a stronger, fairer system for everyone? It all comes down to trust and procedural integrity. When clear rules are followed and historical continuity is respected, everyone gets a fair turn. It ensures the system doesn't break down or become overloaded with people breaking their promises. Thank you for walking through this structural explanation with me. We hope this explainer has provided a clear, objective understanding of these foundational legal policies. Thanks for breaking it all down so clearly. It really helps to see how all these pieces fit together. Thanks for joining us, everyone, and keep asking great questions.